guys. I hope everyone had a great weekend. And two things I'm doing today. Well, first of all, you guys probably saw on Facebook, but it is officially less than 48 hours until I get my kids, so I'm very excited about that. Also, going for a hike with my sister Alicia today. Looking forward to our hike, sister. Also, the one that had written Fart Friday, so yes, she's responsible for all the bad stuff in my life. Just kidding. So I have a little bit to catch up on today because I haven't talked about Huntington stuff in a while. So basically, I have been a lot more klutzy again. I go through bad days and good days on that. So the other day, and this was the first time I've ever done this, but somehow when I was leaning back on the toilet, I hit my back on the flusher, and it really hurt. I was like, huh. All right. I also was walking out of the bathroom stall at church and hit my head on it when I was walking out, and it really hurt. Let's see. Let's see. 2 times I have almost forgotten to close the door when I was going to the bathroom, and that's happened twice at the house here. So that was a little bit funny. Let's see. Somehow I ended up falling on the floor in the living room twice, but I'm pretty sure it's because my brother pushed me, or because he made me laugh so hard, because I think I was kind of like crouched over, and anyway, I fell backwards, but it wasn't too bad, but I blame my brother for that. And the other day, I was taking a shower and forgot that I washed my face already. Yes. I hit my arm on this dresser. This is going to be the new thing that is always going to hurt me, and the table and chairs here. It's like always one piece of furniture that just wants to take it out on my body. So this dresser here I have bonked a couple times. And I hit my hip on the same dresser because it's at hip level. Let's see. Oh, and hit my elbow on the closet door. Okay. And hit my knuckle on my bookshelf. Okay. I think that is all the clumsy things. All right. Hold on, wait for it. Okay, yes. So the other thing, yes. Also, I think I might have mentioned this before, but for whatever reason, like, I get really anxious and overwhelmed when I think about Skyping with my kids. And I was like, why do I feel that way? And I really have been doing a lot of processing about it. And I realized it's like, as much as I love, it's like getting pictures or videos of them, like as much as I love seeing their cute little faces and like kissing the camera in the pictures and like interacting with them on Skype, afterwards it just reminds me like that they're not here. And I think and I talked to Josh a little bit about it because I was supposed to have those 2 days a week with Juniper, but this week it's been easier because I know they're gonna be here soon, and so I'll get my dose of loving on them, but once they go back, I know it's gonna be one of those things like Connor's dad offered a couple of times for me to Skype with Connor, and I kind of put him off and like, I'm busy. So it's kind of bittersweet. It's kind of like getting the pictures and videos too, where I just love looking at the pictures, and but then it's like, oh, I don't have them to kiss. So that is, finally figured out kind of what was going on with that. Okay, so I want to talk about, especially people with Huntington's, and I know lots of stories of people meeting online, like my uncle and the wife that he has now, and she's amazing, and they're perfect for each other, and they met online, and also Josh's dad also met somebody online, and he has Parkinson's, my uncle has Huntington's. So it was just like, they found somebody, that has been with them to be a support to them. So even though anytime I put a profile up on a dating site and I'm like, everybody meets this way. I've met good guys before. Like, for whatever reason, like, I have this thing where it's like God is saying, like, no, you gotta trust me, and this is taking things into your own hands. And because of my past, and I typically, those relationships they're not very good for me most of the time, because, I go physical or whatever. So, all that to say, I had my profile up on a couple of sites, and the couple of guys that, it sounded like there might be a good connection. Like, I told them, about the Huntingtons, I shared the blog with them, and of course, none of them, were willing to even get together with me after that. So, I think, they got scared away, and it really like made me frustrated. And then it was just like God was like reminding me, like, he is inviting me. He's like, literally, trust me. Will you trust me? And obviously I haven't been, going on the websites. And so I deleted my profiles, and I felt actually really good about that. And it's like, whether or not, maybe there isn't even a person out there for me at this season of my life, but I have such good supports here, in my family and my parents, that and God is like trying to encourage me that he can be that, strength for me, and kind of just fill that void that I'm always trying to fill with guys. So I just wanted to share that with you, especially people with the Huntingtons and getting into relationships with people. So anyway, yes, that's my 2 cents on that. And also decided that today I'm going to read from the Amy Carmichael again, because again, it just is going right along with where I'm at right now. So this one is the title is The Bare Bush in Snow. And the 2 verses are Psalm 135, 5 and 7. I know that the Lord is great, greater than all gods. He makes clouds rise from the ends of the earth. He sends lightning with the rain and brings out the wind from his storehouses. And in Job 38:22, have you entered my treasuries of snow, which I reserve? So, yes, I'm going to read the whole thing. It's not very long, but yes. All right. You were like a leafy bush, and many little things come for you to shelter. You were not great or important, but you could help those little things, and it was the joy of your life to help them. Now you can do nothing at all. Some desolation, illness, monetary loss, or something you cannot talk about to anyone, a trouble no one seems to understand, has overwhelmed you. All your green leaves have gone. Now you cannot shelter even the littlest bird. You are like a bush with its bare twigs, no use to anyone. That is what you think. But look again at this bare bush. Look at the delicate tracery of its shadow lines in the snow. The sun is shining behind the bush, and so every little twig is helping to make something that is very beautiful. Perhaps other eyes that you do not see are looking on it too, wondering what can be made of sun and snow and the poor bare twigs. The spring will come again, for after winter there is always spring. But when will the spring come? When will the bush be green with leaves again? When will the little birds you love come back to you? I do not know. Only I know that sun and snow are working together for good, and the day will come when the memory of helplessness and inability to give help to anyone else, or the memory of hard financial times, or of loneliness, loss, or isolation, these will all pass as a dream in the night. All that seemed lost will be restored. Now, in the midst of so much unhappiness engulfing your heart in cold, let these words steep down like fingers of sunlight like trickles of first spring rains, to refresh your inmost soul. He will not fail you, who is the God of the sun and the snow. Oh, sorry, my screen turned off. So yes, I think, feeling that cold place in our hearts, feeding in a little bit more about yesterday, but God can, bring the spring. The spring always comes, which I think is good assurance of his love, the brightness of that in the bare places in our lives. So, yes, that, the song of the day, once and for all. Yes, I forget who it's by. I think Lauren Daigle, but I'm gonna put that one on there. And I think, hold on, let me just double check. Yes, okay, yeah, everything. So I hope that you guys have a great rest of your Monday, and you guys will get to see, well, maybe I'll let you see Connor and Juniper when they get here. So maybe I'll be talking more when I have more to say after they get here, but have a great week until then.